why your hair is not growing, sis. It's mighty dirty. I'm having to clean these. Having natural hair is not easy, first of all. But you're here because your hair just isn't growing. And I got you covered, okay? All right. They still dirty. It's okay to keep though.
Okay, anywho. So, let's do this.
I'm really excited to come and share this with you guys. I hope that this is really helpful to you. If you're somebody who's looking for ways to make your hair grow, this is definitely a video for you. If you feel like you're doing everything right, but it's just not working for you, this is the video for you. So keep it locked. Boom, here we go. Top reasons why your hair is not growing. Number one, and this is not in any type of order, so just take heed to the tips and be happy, okay? All right. Number one, you don't detangle your hair. You do not detangle your hair, sis. I don't know how many hairs they say we like shed a day. I think it's like 80 to 100 single strands of hair that we shed. So that hair is shedding, right? And if you're not detangling your natural kinky curly hair, it's shedding and then it's just sitting there. And so what happens is your hair gets matted, your hair gets nappy, it gets knotty. And then when you do decide to detangle, it's breaking off your hair. So you want to make sure that you're detangling regularly, like, you know, every time you wash your hair or once every week, every 2 weeks. However you decide to do it, just know it needs to get done. And also make sure you are using a gentle detangler. For example, this is my Michele Mercier brush. And this is one of my favorite brushes. You see it has a whole lot of different bristles and teeth in it, and this just slips through my hair and I love it. So it's gentle on my hair and it aids with me detangling regularly. Boom. Number two, leave your hair alone. And I know you're confused because I just told you to detangle your hair too, right? Yes, you need to detangle your hair, but you also don't need to put too much stress on your hair. You don't need to be switching your hairstyles every day. If you have a hairstyle that's pretty stressful on the hair, you definitely don't want to be putting it in, taking it out, putting it in, taking it out every day. But you need to leave your hair alone. You cannot be styling your hair every day. Pick a style, keep it for at least a week, and then change your hairstyle. You do not want to put your hands in your hair every day. So number three, it's because you're not sleeping on a satin pillowcase. So all of the detangling you're doing, you're leaving your hair alone, and then at nighttime laying on a regular pillow and not putting anything on your hair, it's gonna break off. And I recently just started using my satin pillowcase again because I was noticing, okay, I was being lazy. So I'm not using my satin pillowcase because I had washed it and then just put it up with the clothes. I mean, I didn't even put it back on my pillow. So I had got lazy and I just didn't put my pillowcase back on there. I wasn't sleeping anything on my hair. And I'm noticing, like, you can see it now. Like, you see how frizzy my hair is? The frizz. And I believe that has everything to do with me not sleeping on a satin pillowcase. So if you can, definitely purchase a satin pillowcase. They're not that expensive, maybe about $10, $15. You may be able to find some even cheaper than that. But definitely invest in one. Wash it regularly like you do your sheets. Keep it clean and your hair will grow. Okay, number four, right? Number four. Who is this? Hello. Hi, this is she. All right, so tip number 1, 2, 3, 4. You are not moisturizing your hair every 3 to 5 days. So our hair is curly, it's kinky, right? It's really beautiful, but our hair also takes a lot of moisture. Have you ever just sprayed your hair one time just a little bit and you was like, dang, my hair's still dry? Yes, your hair literally drinks water. Like, you need to make sure you are re-moisturizing your hair every 3 to 5 days. I've never personally had a problem with doing that, even when I style my hair in a natural style, just because about the 3rd day my hair looks a mess anyway. So I just go ahead, put my refresher on. I might spray a little water, and then I put a little leave-in, and then I put an oil to seal it. Boom, done. And I wash my hair like every 4 to 5 days. So every week or so I'll wash my hair. So pretty much moisturizing every 3 to 5 days how I'm supposed to, right? But if I do go longer than 5 days without washing my hair, you know, doing my usual routine, then I will make sure to put moisture back into my hair. It's just, it irks my nerves. Like, ugh, I cannot stand when my hair is dry, because ugh, it just looks dry, and then you're giving it some time to break off. But yeah, your hair needs the moisture to flourish. Just like a plant needs water and sunlight to keep growing, your hair, it does need moisture to keep doing its thing. Why your hair is not growing? Baby, you are not cutting your ends. And I feel that this is very important, because with split ends, when your hair is split at the end, right, it'll start to run up to the rest of your hair, just like a plant. Again, just like a plant. If you leave a dead flower next to the living flowers are gonna start to die. So just like your hair, if you leave the dead ends onto the living hair, the rest of your hair will also become dead, and you'll eventually have to cut it off. So go ahead, get rid of those dead ends. I got some I need to get rid of right now, as a matter of fact, but cut them off. It's gonna grow back. It's for the betterment of your hair, and you want your hair to grow. So cut off the dead so that it can grow, right? Great. And then last but not least, why your hair is not growing, your diet. Your diet.
Your diet.
And I saved this one for last because this one is something that people may not oftentimes think about, because, I mean, you're busy, you're on the go, you're just eating, you know, whatever you can get because you're hungry. But your diet has a lot to do with the growth of your hair. If you are not drinking water, if you're not getting the correct amount of nutrients, protein, all of that good stuff, not only does that affect your bodily health, but the health of your hair as well. So with putting you first and taking care of your body, mind, spirit, soul, all of that, the hair growth will ultimately follow. So just be mindful of the foods that you are putting into your body. If you are somebody who is looking for more opportunities to make your hair grow, definitely look into your diet. Start eating things that promote healthy hair. Drink water. I'm a water drinker. I love water. I'm the type of water drinker. If you try to give me a different brand of water, I'm gonna notice the difference, right? I'm that type of water drinker, so I never had a problem with drinking my water. If you don't do anything else, just make sure you're drinking your correct amount of water that you're supposed to on a daily, and that ultimately will lead to hair growth. So just a quick recap on a few reasons why your natural hair may not be growing. You're not detangling your hair. You will not leave your hair alone to rest. You're not sleeping with your satin pillowcase. You aren't moisturizing your hair every 3 to 4 days. You aren't cutting your ends. And lastly, you aren't eating right. Yeah, so I'm excited to share these reasons with you guys as to why your hair may not be growing, and I hope that this is very helpful to you.